You ever find yourself right on the edge of a big decision? You know you should just go for it, take that leap, but something inside just holds you back. Well, today we're diving into a single word that might just be the key to making that jump. It's all about finding growth right where your comfort zone ends.
So what is this word? It's temerity. And what's so fascinating about it is that it kind of has two sides. On the one hand, it's about being bold, confident, totally unafraid. But on the other hand, it can also mean being reckless. The real trick, as we're about to see, is figuring out how to tap into that powerful confidence without being a fool about it. And this really gets to the heart of it, right? Why do we hesitate? Why do we freeze up when we know deep down that taking a certain risk is exactly what we need to do to grow? I mean, it's a feeling we've all had. To answer that, we've got to get into what's happening inside our own heads. So let's start by unpacking the psychology of that hesitation and really get to know the fear of failure.
You know, when you boil it all down, it often comes back to one simple thing. We just hate feeling exposed. That fear of failing, especially when you're trying something new, can feel like you're suddenly stuck in a spotlight.
And everyone can see how inexperienced you are. It's like all our vulnerabilities are just out there for the world to see. It's so uncomfortable. Our natural instinct is just to run and hide, rather than, work through it out in the open.
And then, of course, there's the social pressure. That's a huge one, isn't it? We get so worried about letting people down. Our family, our boss, our friends. That fear of disappointing them can feel like this massive anchor, just holding us right where we are. But here's the thing we almost always get wrong. The people who are watching us, they're usually way more understanding than we give them credit for. They've been there. They get that making mistakes is just part of the learning curve. In fact, if someone is trying to teach you something, the absolute best way to thank them is to just dive in and try, even if you mess up. Now, this hesitation isn't just a feeling. It's actually biological. Your brain is literally physically wired to keep you tucked away, safe and sound, inside your comfort zone. Think about it like this. Your brain's #1 job, for millions of years, has been to keep you alive. It's basically your own personal bodyguard. So when you're about to do something new and uncertain, all its alarm bells start going off, trying to pull you back from what it sees as harm, even if that harm is just, a little embarrassment. And this sets up this constant battle inside your own mind. On one side, you have your brain's inner bodyguard screaming, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, this is too hard, retreat, it's safer back here." But then you have this other, quieter voice that's whispering, "Yeah, but growth is on the other side of this." And your brain doesn't play fair in this fight. It's got some serious tools to make you listen. It can send a flood of negative feelings, anxiety, self-doubt, total frustration to make the whole experience feel so awful that you'll just give up and go back to what you know.
Okay, so that's the why. We get it. We understand the fear. Now, for the good part. What do we actually do about it? How can we push past all that noise and finally take action?
Here's a super simple but really, really powerful mental hack. It's the Plan B mindset. The trick isn't to pretend you won't fail. It's to just accept that you might and be ready for it.
It's really just a two-step move. First, you just quickly sketch out a rough backup plan. It doesn't need to be perfect, it's just a mental safety net. Then, and this is the most important part, with that little safety net in place, you can go all in. You can pour every bit of your energy into making Plan A happen.
So let's be clear, this is all about finding the right balance. Temerity isn't about being reckless or just ignoring your fear. It's about listening to those warning signals from your brain, respecting them, but then making a conscious choice to face the challenge anyway.
So why bother? Why put ourselves through all this discomfort? Well, it's for the growth. It's about taking control, about being the one who decides where you want to go in life, and then actually taking the steps to get there. All right, let's bring this all together. What's the real payoff for finding this courage, this temerity? It's all about what's waiting for you when you find that growth, just beyond the edge. I came across a quote that just perfectly nails this whole idea. It says, "The edge of comfort is where the stories worth telling begin." Think about it. The most interesting parts of your life, the moments of real growth, the acts of courage, the memories you'll still be talking about years from now, they never happen when you're playing it safe. They happen when you take a chance, when you reach for something. And yeah, even when you fall down a few times along the way. Here's a great way to picture it. Think of a tree in the fall. It has to let go of all its old leaves, right? It looks like a loss, but it's absolutely necessary to make room for all the new buds in the spring. That's exactly what stepping out of your comfort zone is like.
So, I'm going to leave you with one final question to think about. Really think about it. What's waiting for you right at the edge of your comfort zone? What story, what adventure, what new version of you is out there, just waiting for you to take that first step?